Welcome to another episode of Book Rev with Bala on bodgepod.com. As always, I'm your host, Bala Ado, and on this channel, we give book authors the platform to come on the show and in their own words, tell us the message they intend to pass across through their book. Perhaps you're a book author, you want to come on the show. Why not? Drop your message in the comment section and we'll get back to you. On today's episode, my guest today is an energetic, vibrant young lady, Fena Nwokeji. Though Fena has not yet written a book, she has some articles she'd love to share with us. Fena, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you very much.
Fena, how old are you?
I'm 16 years old and graduated high school a few months ago.
Congratulations. So do you want to study university? What do you intend to study?
I intend to study robotic engineering because I want to pursue a course in robotics and AI in the future.
Wow. So can you tell us what inspired you to start writing?
Ever since I was young, I have always loved books. I live, breathe, and eat books. Everywhere I go, whether it was to school, to social functions, or to visit other people, I would always have a book with me.
Wow.
That's why my parents and fellow classmates always called me a bookworm.
So, okay, Feda, just kindly take us through the articles you'd like to share with us and how we can get your articles to read.
Okay, so first of all, I host everything I write, or the articles I write, on a platform called World Anvil, which is where one can host world Bibles for their novels or tabletop games and stuff like that.
Interesting. So what inspired you? Can you tell us one of your most profound work, the articles you've written? How many have you written thus far?
I have written about 50 spread over 3 worlds. That's what they're called on World Anvil. The place where you host your articles are called worlds, and you can have multiple. I currently have 3 of them, and I have a 4th one in the making.
So can you just put us through the 3 that you've done so far?
Okay, so first one is in Fena, which is basically a dark, terrifying, and scary place full of fire, lava, and eternal suffering.
Wow. Wow. So what inspired you to write on that?
Well, as a Christian, I have strong beliefs related to heaven and hell. In fact, 2 of my worlds are based on heaven and hell. Fena is based on hell, and another one, Salumen, is based on heaven.
So what advice do you have for young teenagers that want to go into writing or cultivate the habit of writing?
So first of all, I would like to say that there is no right way to write whatever you want to like. You can write how you want, and if you want to seek advice, there are lots of places and platforms like on social media where you can seek advice, or you can just talk to people in your family or friends to seek advice. Another thing is that you shouldn't give up. You should keep persevering, and eventually you can achieve your goals.
So when you started writing, who helps you with all the diction, proofreading? Is it in school, your teacher, or you had somebody at home that was tutoring you?
Well, I mainly did all the writing by myself. I proofread it, I drafted it, I wrote it, and a lot of my articles have art which I did myself.
Wow. So where can we what's the name of the platform again?
It's called World Anvil.
Okay.
And you can just Google it and the site will show up. And once you're on the site, you click search and type in any of the worlds in Fena, Salumen, or Hysteria. Hysteria is the name of my 3rd world, which is a fantasy world. So you can type in any of those and they'll show up. One easier way is to just type in the name of the person writing it, but the site cannot do that. You can only search the name of the worlds. So after you do that, the world will show up and you can read all the articles present.
Can you just give us a little sneak peek on your fantasy world? Just a little sneak peek before you give us your final thoughts.
Okay, Hysteria is a fantasy world that is mainly run by witches. It's a magical forest where lots of where lots of magical creatures and dangerous ones as well run wild. It's a fairly new one because it was only created about 2 months ago in July.
Wow. Okay, so this collection of articles, do you intend to put them into like an animation form, or you intend to print out a book for people to read? So what are your future goals and plans for this your articles?
Well, I plan to write a bunch of novels about them, about the characters, about the places, about all the unique things and its world building. That's what I plan to do. And maybe I could put out some animations. I'll either do them myself or hire someone to do them.
Wow. So your final thoughts.
Okay, so well, I was glad to be on this podcast and talk about my worlds like this. I've never had the opportunity to do so before, and I would like to do something like this again.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Fena, for joining us today. Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please tune in to our next episode. Thank you. Bye.